Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Katie Logan plans to get custody of Luna Nozawa's baby. However, there could be a snag if Luna really doesn't want Katie and Bill Spencer to have her baby. Sheila Carter Sharp and Lee Finnegan couldn't save their grandchild, but could they try to save the baby? Keep reading, and let's talk about the possibilities. Unfortunately, it seems like Bridget Forrester drops the bombshell that Will is the father of Luna's unborn baby. In an episodic photo that was released, Bill and Katie try to reassure Will. The young man is totally freaking out, and Electra Forrester doesn't seem to be in the photo. Bill has a serious look on his face, while Katie looks distraught. They will do anything they can to help Will have a normal life despite the positive paternity test result. Also in Monday's episode, Deputy Chief Bradley Baker shows up to take Luna back to prison. The young lady will totally flip out, and she might be confused, too. Luna really believed that being pregnant with a Spencer heir was a get-out-of-jail-free card. However, Bill and Katie aren't going to deal with Luna's antics for 9 whole months. Beatty might not like the idea of their grandchild being born in prison, but I'm sure the patriarch will make sure the baby is unharmed. That might mean putting Luna in isolation for the entire pregnancy. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that on Tuesday, October 14th, Katie stuns Luna once again. The brunette tells the pregnant girl that she and Bill will take custody of the baby. While they do have money and power, there could be a legal complication. Even though Luna will be in prison when the baby is born, she might still have a right to say who can adopt her baby. Luna will likely insist that will raise the child, not Bill and Katie. However, there could also be another complication. Both Sheila and Lee tried to reform Luna in their own ways, but it didn't work. This is the whole reason why Lee saved Luna's life, because she believed the problem was Penelope Poppy Nozawa. What if Luna was truly just a bad seed, though? Luna might not agree to let Bill and Katie adopt. But what if she has another solution? Could she suggest that Sheila and Lee raise her baby together? That would give Sheila the family she has always craved, and Lee could do her magic making sure that another child grows up decently, so stay tuned. The Bold and the Beautiful has never been short on family drama, but it looks like the next wave of chaos could hit the Los Angeles elite where it hurts most, in the heart. Katie Logan may be ready to take the next big step in her life by adopting. But shocking legal complications and emotional battles are about to turn her dream into a nightmare. And in true B&B fashion, 2 women who can't stand each other, Sheila Carter and Lee Finnegan, could be dragged into the same storm. Katie's dream hits a legal wall. Katie has been craving purpose beyond her on-again, off-again romance with Bill Spencer, Don Diamond. After all, her life has always revolved around family and compassion. Her deep love for her son Will, her loyalty to her sisters, and her belief in second chances. So, when she recently decided to start the process of adopting a child in need, it felt like the perfect storyline for her. But adoption isn't simple in the B&B universe. According to spoilers, Katie's joyful journey could hit an unexpected snag when the birth family of the child steps forward, claiming connections that change everything. And if that weren't enough, the judge handling her case could have questions about Katie's past relationships, especially her ongoing emotional ties to Bill, who is no stranger to scandal. Katie's lawyer might warn her that her case is about to get complicated, especially if new players in town have a vested interest in the child she's hoping to adopt. Could it be that this child is connected to someone already on the canvas? Enter Lee Finnegan. And a connection to the past. Rumor has it that the child Katie hopes to adopt may have been under the medical care of none other than Dr. Lee Finnegan. When the adoption agency begins to dig into the background of the child, Lee's name comes up as the attending physician during the child's early life. That alone wouldn't raise eyebrows, except that Sheila Carter might have had a hand in that same child's birth circumstances. Here's where things start to spiral. Sheila, who's always lurking in the shadows, catches wind of the adoption and claims she has a connection to the child. Some fans speculate that this could be a shocking retcon. Perhaps the baby was secretly placed for adoption after a traumatic event Sheila was involved in years ago. Others believe the baby might be related to Sheila through one of her long-lost family ties. maybe even another child she never knew existed. Lee, of course, would be horrified. The last thing she wants is Sheila inserting herself into yet another vulnerable life, especially a child's. But if Sheila has paperwork, DNA connections, or any legal claim, things could get ugly very fast. Sheila's redemption or another manipulation? One of the more fascinating elements of Sheila's current arc has been her push for redemption, at least on the surface. She's tried to rebuild bridges with Finn Tanner Novlin to prove she's capable of love and remorse. But deep down, everyone knows Sheila doesn't change easily. If this child is somehow tied to her, Sheila could use the opportunity to rewrite her image, publicly presenting herself as a reformed woman fighting for the chance to make things right. Imagine Sheila appearing in court, all smiles and tears, pleading for the judge to consider her for joint custody. She could even claim she wants to co-parent or co-support the child in partnership with Katie, painting herself as a benevolent figure. Of course, that would be a nightmare for Katie, who's already fragile after years of emotional roller coasters with Bill and her health scares. Having Sheila Carter anywhere near her adopted child would be her worst fear come true. Lee fights back. Lee has no intention of allowing Sheila's name to appear on any legal document involving a child. She knows exactly what Sheila is capable of: deceit, violence, and manipulation. If Sheila pushes for involvement, Lee will go to war. Viewers can expect explosive scenes between the two women. Sheila might taunt Lee, reminding her that despite her medical credentials and self-control, Lee once faked her son's death and kept him hidden from Sheila. That hypocrisy might fuel an epic face-off, with both women bringing out the other's darkest sides. Lee's motivation will be simple: protect the child from Sheila's reach. But could her aggressive approach actually hurt Katie's case? Judges don't look kindly on chaos, and if Lee and Sheila's feud spills into the courtroom, Katie's adoption might be delayed or even denied. Bill caught in the middle, of course. Where Katie goes, Bill Spencer isn't far behind. He'll see her heartbreak and want to fix it, with his wallet, his influence, or both. Expect Bill to call in legal favors, hire the best family lawyer in Los Angeles, and go toe-to-toe with anyone who threatens Katie's happiness. But Bill's involvement could backfire. If the judge views Katie's relationship with Bill as unresolved, it could raise questions about stability. And let's not forget Sheila's own manipulative brilliance. She could try to use Bill's recent marriage and separation from her as leverage. After all, Sheila was married to Bill, and if she brings up their history in court, it could make Katie's entire case look like a tangled web of Spencer, Carter, Finnegan chaos. The emotional fallout. Emotionally, this storyline could deliver some of the richest material Katie's had in years. Viewers have always connected with her vulnerability, her heart condition, her strength as a mother, her capacity for forgiveness. Seeing her fight for motherhood again, against impossible odds, would remind fans why she's one of the show's moral anchors. Meanwhile, Lee's protective instincts toward children and her past trauma over Finn's near death could make her a fierce ally and potential liability in Katie's corner. Sheila's unpredictable involvement ensures that every scene is layered with tension, manipulation, and the potential for disaster. A custody case like no other. If B&B goes full throttle with this storyline, fans might witness a custody hearing that feels more like a psychological battlefield than a courtroom. Katie's genuine compassion, Sheila's cunning, and Lee's fierce righteousness could collide in one of the most emotionally charged arcs of the year. Picture this: Katie tearfully telling the judge that all she wants is to give a child a safe home. Sheila sitting smugly nearby, claiming she just wants what's best for the baby. And Lee standing up in the gallery, ready to expose Sheila's every lie, even if it means destroying her own reputation in the process. The verdict could come down to who the court deems most trustworthy. And in Los Angeles, that's always a dangerous question. What's next? Spoilers hint that this adoption storyline will intertwine with the ongoing Bill-Sheila-Lee triangle in surprising ways. Katie's emotional strength could become the backbone of the coming months, especially if she must choose between walking away from the adoption or fighting against impossible odds. In the end, the question isn't just who will win custody, it's who will survive the fallout. Because on The Bold and the Beautiful, family isn't just about blood. It's about loyalty, betrayal, and the lengths one will go to protect the innocent. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.